Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the IHSA Class 1A State Dual Team Championships. We're coming to you live from the U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, Illinois. Mike Vest with you, as well as Terry Glaudel. Going to be bringing you all the Class 1A actions that will be happening right here in the Coliseum. Good morning, Terry.
Morning, Mike. Welcome back.
Thank you. You as well.
It didn't seem like it was just a week ago, does it?
No, it doesn't. First up on mat number 1 on your computer screen is going to be Gibson City, Melvin-Sibley, Fisher versus Shelbyville. And then on mat 2, it's going to be Aledo, Mercer County versus Herscher.
And we're starting at 152.
Hopefully going to try to keep up and have these kids' names for you. Mat number 1 getting underway. No wrestlers' names as of yet. Bear with us on that. Mat number 2 is underway as well. That's going to be Trey Blazer of Mercer County and Vincent Rink of Herscher. No, probably not.
No. I think he's a 6-pounder.
Yeah, you're right.
Nice shot by Gibson City. Nice double leg. There's 2 for takedown. That was a nice takedown. I'm trying to get names here. 52. It's either Bratton or Williams. I'm not quite sure for Gibson City. It's hard to hear the PA announcer. The sound isn't the best in here. Got some injury time on mat 1 in the Shelbyville Gibson City match. I think we're okay.
Over on mat number 2, it's a 6-2 lead right now for the Mercer County wrestlers. He's got a tilt, looking for more, and he's going to get back points.
Van Winkle?
I think that is Van Winkle, yep.
State qualifier. Nice high crotch, switching up. Got his foot up, got a finish here. I'm always leery of these finishes because I've seen so many kids not finish.
Right.
Which that was a good finish, but I'm just saying the little guys, I always tell them, just finish with your double leg, take them to the mat.
So we're all actually not tied up. It's 3-2 right now
in favor of Shelbyville. Got an 8-2 score on mat 2 with the Mercer County wrestler winning.
There's 10 seconds left to go in the first period here on mat number 1.
And we're going to end the first period, 3-2 lead for Shelbyville.
They're going to defer over to Gibson City, and he's going to choose neutral. Waiting for the clock to get reset here on mat number 1. Over on mat 2, it's 9-2 in favor of Van Winkle of Mercer County.
He's pretty much in control of that match. He's chosen neutral, so we're on our feet here. Nice double leg again by the Gibson City wrestler, and he scores there. That's the second blast double he's used here. He's leading now 4-3. Trying to lock up a cradle. He's got it locked up. He just needs to finish here.
And there he does.
It feels natural to sit into that, but it's not a good idea.
Oh, right.
Hoping you get that peek out. Doesn't seem to work very well.
And he's going to get the fall right here.
That's a good pin. And Gibson City draws first blood with a fall at 152. Over on mat 2, Mercer County is leading 12-2, and he's got the wrestler on his back.
50 seconds left to go in that match there.
A lot of time.
And he gets the fall.
Mercer County draws first blood on the other match, 6-0. Is this McClure from Gibson City?
I think it is.
Seems like McClure's have been around forever in Gibson City.
Having some computer problems over on mat 1 already.
I don't believe that's Hudson, though.
No.
Cree McDonald, maybe? We're at 160. I think it's Cree McDonald. McConnell?
McConnell.
Cree McConnell. Aaron Carter.
Oh, it's going to be Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter for Gibson City. Johnson.
No. What did they say? I don't know. It's Wyatt Fox.
Wyatt Fox from Shelbyville. I believe Wyatt Fox was a state qualifier.
Yes, he is.
Also. Shelbyville had a ton of state qualifiers.
They did. We talked about that last week, and they're a team that's on the rise.
He is a long 160-pounder, Wyatt Fox.
Very tall, yep. PA system's not the greatest here, so we're not going to be able to hear.
Over on mat 2.
Right.
Anybody's guess. Fox in on a shot, defended well by Carter.
Mercer County forfeited 160.
Okay. So we would have Justin Carey of Mercer County. And it looks like Hersher weighed in about 3 guys that could be at 170. Fox in on a shot.
See if he can finish it here. He has it locked up around Carter's leg, trying to drive in.
He needs to snake the ankle here and start spinning. We got to
takedown and back points over on mat number 2 for Mercer County.
Boy, you burn a lot of cogs laying underneath.
Yep.
I don't think track is working.
No.
There's your roll through tilt on mat 2 with Mercer County collecting back points. Period 1 winding down here on mat 1. We have no score.
Gibson City's going to defer to Shelbyville.
0-0 score. Don't understand that.
Fox is going to go down.
That's the end of the first period on mat 2 with Mercer County leading 5-0. There's an escape for Fox from Shelbyville, now leading 1-0. Just starting the second period on mat 2 with Mercer County leading 5-0. Both wrestlers, well, Hersher chose down.
Mat 2, they are at 170 pounds. No match at 160. Looks like Mercer County forfeited. So they're all knotted up at 6 there. We started at 152. Fox gets a takedown on the edge of the mat.
On the edge. I guess that length helps you there.
It does, yep. So 3-0 with 1:15 left to go here on mat number 1.
Front headlock for a wrestler from Mercer County. It's kind of like a chicken wing for Dakota, right? Isn't it? He's leading now 7-2 on mat 2. This is where the Shelbyville wrestler Fox is. I would have assumed he'd be tough in the legs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. With the length of
the leverage, and he's just going to stretch him out now and start grinding on him.
38 seconds left to go here on mat number 1. They're going to come back to the middle. Carter from Gibson City is going to start down.
And there's 2 more for the Mercer County wrestler, now leading 9-2 with 30 seconds left to go in the second period.
Going to be stalling on top for Fox. Just riding the hips, not doing anything. 15 seconds left to go.
I agree with that call.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He wasn't doing much there.
No. You know, he's got to come off the hips and at least allow the bottom wrestler to come up and start working something himself. Just don't lay on the hips. That's stalling.
Absolutely. Second period comes to an end over on, excuse me,
on mat 2, we've got Mercer County comfortably in the lead, 9-2, starting the third period with Mercer County choosing down.
And the second period comes to an end on mat number 1. We're going to go neutral. It's going to be Gibson City's choice. Carter's down 3-0.
There's 2 more takedown on mat 2 for Mercer County, now leading 12-3. Looking for the tech fall down there.
Yep. Plenty of time, 1:30 over there. He gets 2 more on the edge of the mat, so he goes up 14-3 now.
Some of these duels are all about the bonus points.
Absolutely. Dual team wrestling at its best.
It's kind of funny because you watch Fox wrestle. It doesn't look like he's got to reach very far to get the single legs.
When he gets there, he's not doing a whole lot with it, though.
He's hanging out underneath entirely too long. You would hope he would snake that sock and spin around to the right there. You lock that hip out, but this is how he got his first takedown.
I think he's going to get another one here if he can. Nope. Yep, he does get it.
And there's 2. Wyatt Fox goes ahead 5-0 from Shelbyville with about 1 minute left to go in the third period. We've got an 18-6 score on mat 2 for the Mercer County wrestler. We believe it's Justin Carey from Mercer County, comfortably in the lead, working on a tech fall. There's a front headlock. There's 2. Now we're going to let him go again and try to wrap it up. Refs are saying he never gave him the escape there, and he didn't. You've got to let him go. You've got to give him a chance to present. One more takedown will do it down here.
Okay, there's the escape. 20 seconds here. Focusing on mat 2 right now, looking for a tech fall. Going to go out of bounds and bring it back with 16 seconds left on the clock. See if he can get one more takedown to get that extra bonus point. It's in on a double, but Hirscher's doing a good job sprawling. 5 seconds, see if he can finish it here.
No, he does not.
Does not.
That's a major decision.
Just a major, yep.
Good job by the Herscher wrestler to fight that off.
Mat number 1 comes to an end, 5-0 in favor of Wyatt Fox of Shelbyville. So we're going to move to 170 pounds on mat number 1. So now we're going to see Hudson, Shelbyville, McClure.
Hudson against McClure. Hudson is Shelbyville's state champ from last weekend. Very impressed with his wrestling last weekend in the state finals, Mike. McClure's got his hands full here. Now on mat 2, 182 pounds. I think we've got Matthew Weeks.
Yep, that's going to be Weeks.
From Mercer County. And it could be one of a few guys. It might be Renshaw for Herscher. That could be a good match. Renshaw is, I think they're both state qualifiers.
Yes.
On mat here, we've got Hudson with a 2-1 lead. He took down McClure and let him go. McClure's got a front headlock in on Hudson from Shelbyville. And Hudson right in on a double. Finishes it. He's leading now 4-1. That was a nice takedown. Boy, Hudson's just solid.
A very good wrestler. I enjoyed watching him last weekend. Was he the wrestler that we were talking about that just old school way of doing? Yep, that's right.
Yep. Nothing fancy. (43-0). Not hard to see why.
Not right. He leads 4-2 right now.
Right in on a fireman's.
Got his 2 there, so he goes up 6-2 now.
There's an arm drag for Renshaw. Fought off well by Weeks. Ooh. Weeks sprawled nicely over there on mat 2 and came around, but they ran out of real estate.
There's no score on mat 2 with 11 seconds left to go in that first period at 182.
We're going to finish the first period on mat 1 with Hudson leading 6-2. And he'll choose down. You know, Herscher, just in the last few years, they've come quite a ways. They, were virtually unknown 5 years ago.
Right. They compete in that tough I-8 conference.
They have really established themselves with quite a showing now. They, year in and year out, they seem to have a handful of kids down state meet. Won their regional this year. There's an escape for Hudson. Stalling called on Weeks, hanging on to the foot there. And there's your escape for Renshaw of Herscher.
And I mentioned they were in that I-8. That seems like most of their losses were to the I-8 teams. Dwight, Coal City, Wilmington. And you throw in a couple 2A and 3A teams. Geneseo, Wheaton North, Wheaton Warrenville South.
It's a tough schedule.
It is.
Hudson in on another double. He's going to score 2.
So 11-3 now with 1:20 left to go. Second period. Going to give him the optional escape. It's 19-4.
11-4.
11-4. I was looking at the time, sorry.
Oh, there's a nice front headlock right to a near side. Gave up the head, but he stays in on the single, switches off to the double, and there's your 2. Just flows from move to move, Mike.
With ease.
his positioning is solid. He never gets himself in out of position. He stays real solid with his base. On mat 2, Renshaw is leading 1-0 with about 30 ticks on the clock. Weeks has been called for stalling. Now he switches off to the double again, and he's going to score too.
Going to give him the optional escape here. 15-6. 30 seconds left to go here. So just our first match of the quarterfinal round. Next up we'll have Dakota and Walter Christian.
And there's 2 takedown for Weeks over on mat 2.
And then Vandalia and Cole City. 5 seconds now. Pops the head out to the side and gets the 2 at the buzzer.
Now leading at the end of the second period, Hudson 17-6. Weeks leading on mat 2, starting the third period. He's leading 2-1 for Mercer County. That's a good match down there. There's your escape. Now Weeks leading 3-1. Oh, there's a nice toss. That's 2.
They haven't gave it to him yet.
Oh, my.
Weeks did a good job of getting out of it.
Oh, he didn't give it to him. That's a nice throw.
Could be getting back points here. There it is. Back points for Hudson. See if he can get the fall. They were working a tech fall, but we mentioned those bonus points are better.
Ooh. And he's got the lead now, 20-6. Now one more takedown, and that'll be it here, Mike. In on a double.
Coach is telling him to take him down to his back.
And he
might do it.
Going to.
Yes, he is. Not going to be able to finish it, though.
You know, Mike, selfishly, I wouldn't mind seeing Hudson and James.
I think that'd be a good match.
Although he's a 160-pounder wrestling at 170 right now. He's solid. He's real solid.
Definitely a different style than what James is, but it might be one of those styles that slows his style down. And
I guess I'm just wishing they got both teams have a lot of work to do today. But
true.
That puts Shelbyville in the lead, 8-6.
This is going to be Jacob Franklin for Gibson City. And Applegate. I heard the word.
We've got Noah Applegate wrestling for Shelbyville and Jacob Franklin wrestling for Gibson City. On mat 2, and with about 1:30 left to go, Weeks is hanging on to his 3-1 lead for Mercer County. There's 2 takedown for Franklin from Gibson City.
Weeks still leads 3-1 over on mat number 2 with 1:10 left to go in that match.
Boy, I hate to see those guys give that up when they get that hand on the back like that. He's got a chicken wing put in, trying to tilt him. He needs to circle the Shelbyville wrestler's head back into the circle. Instead of being out of bounds. Weeks goes ahead 5-1 now with a takedown in the third period with about 35 seconds left to go in that match. Going back on our feet on mat 1 with Franklin leading 2-1.
Final 15 seconds over on mat number 2. Weeks probably hang on to win this one.
That's a nice arm drag to a single leg dump for Franklin, now leading 4-1. And your winner on mat 2 is Matthew Weeks, Mercer County, 6-1. Putting Mercer County in the lead in that duel, 13-6 at this point.
See who Herscher sends out next. They could have their state placer, Mitch Geister. Let's see if that's who they're going to send.
There's 2 more for Franklin from Gibson City, now leading 6-2 at the end of the first period.
Okay, so it is going to be Geister for Herscher at 195, and for Mercer County, looks like it's going to be Dudley. Shabby Dudley
from
Shabby Dudley. Sorry.
Shabby Dudley, not a shabby guy, from Aledo, Mercer County. In on a body lock now. Franklin's going to get off the mat. Boy, Applegate bailed out on that about the right time.
He did.
That body lock was pretty tight.
Geister goes to work pretty quickly over on 2. He leads 2-0 as they go out of bounds with 1:35 left to go in the first period.
There's going to be some good matches in the lower weights with that mat too. Between Herscher and
yes.
It's going to be some real exciting matches. You got the rink kids and Stern and Engel, and there's going to be some good matches down there. In on a double is Franklin, and he gets 2 more points, now leading 9-2 in the second period with about a minute left to go in the match, or the period. Gibson City's pretty solid on their feet. They shoot singles, doubles, a lot of arm drags. Got his hand on his back again now. There's a couple of things he could do from here. He could go out in front and what we like to call D-bar.
Right.
Or he could scrape the head, one or the other here. He's not doing a whole lot with that hand on his back. He's not keeping his pressure down.
Nope.
Is what he's not doing.
He just lost it there. So
I know you guys at Harvard work on that probably as much as we do in Byron.
Absolutely.
It's 1 point for Dudley from Mercer County, now with Geister now leading 2-1 with 36 on the clock left in period 1. In on a shot again is Franklin on a single, trying to come up with it.
Picks it up, see if he can do anything with it.
Geister gets 2 more for a takedown with about 5 seconds left to go in the first period, leading 4-1 as the period ends there. And we have Franklin leading going into the third period on mat 1, 11-3. Geister's going to get his choice on mat 2 as deferred to him. He's choosing down to start the period.
I want to say Geister took 5th place last week.
I believe so. Boy, the matches were moving so quick last week, Mike. There's an escape for Geister, now leading 5-1 on mat 2, with Mercer County leading the duel 13-6. Nice little slide there, didn't finish. In on a double again. Comes up, finishes.
Oh, he got that double from his knees.
And he stays on the crotch. He's got that.
Got the leg split.
He's got the Turk. This is another thing. I see too many kids let that go.
Yep.
Instead of working up the body and staying with their hips turned.
I know. As a coach, I'm constantly from the chairs.
Oh yeah,
how do you not feel that? You've got to feel that you've got that split, and you need to keep it that way.
If I had a quarter for every time I said, how do you not feel that?
Yep. we wouldn't be here right now.
No. Geister's opened up a 7-1 lead on Mat 2 over Dudley of Mercer County. With about a minute left to go in the second period. Not quite sure what he's doing there. Franklin going for another takedown. He's leading 13-4 with about 40 seconds left to go, and he's got it. 40 seconds left to go. He's leading 15-4 on Mat 1. Looking for back points here. And I think he's going to get them.
Official for this match right now, Jim Busser.
That doesn't look very comfortable to me.
No, it doesn't.
As they go out of bounds on Mat 2 with Geister leading 7-1 with 35 seconds left to go in the second period. I commend Busser for letting him wrestle out of that position. Instead of stopping it and they're potentially dangerous. Injury winner from Gibson City, Jacob Franklin.
Gonna pick up a major decision.
Puts him ahead now.
Puts Gibson City ahead, 10-8 now. Going into 195. Let's see who we have.
There.
It's gonna be Lucas Duckett for Shelbyville.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he a state qualifier also?
Yes. And Smith right here. Yep, Tristan Smith. Tristan Smith and Lucas Duckett.
Geister in on a double leg, moves up to a body lock. Almost gave up the neck wrench. Now takes a 9-2 lead at the end of the second period.
Dudley's going to choose down to start the third for Mercer County.
And he's trailing 9-2, Mike. There's Duckett in on a single. Comes out the back. Nice job by Smith. Got the face-to-lace scramble going on here.
See if he can do anything with it.
Let's get a stalemate or do something here.
Duckett does a good job hanging on to the ankle.
Well, he could almost Granby him here.
He could. Good scramble so far. And Duckett's going to come out.
Too.
Just got to hook the leg, and it's going to be two. No, we're Smith back and forth here.
Smith's, they look like lightweights. There's a fall on Mat 2 with Geister winning that by a fall.
Trying to pull his ankle out to try to get the two is Smith, and he's going to get it. That was a good scramble.
It was a good scramble.
About a minute long.
Smith is a 25-8 junior, and Duckett is a 43-7 senior. There's an escape.
So over on mat number 2, probably going to see Chase Nelson for Mercer County. And could be Logan Laringer. Or could be Logan Herod too.
I see Noah Rink is scratched here.
Wonder why that is.
He was a state qualifier for him also. He was a place winner, wasn't he? At 220?
Not sure. Contact issue here on mat number 1 for Duckett.
With Smith leading this match 2-1 with about 8 ticks on the clock. And there's the end of the first period with Smith leading 2-1 from Gibson City.
Shelbyville's going to defer. Gibson City will go down. Some kind of clock issue going over on mat number 2. They haven't started wrestling yet at 2:20.
Mercer County leads that duel 13-12 at this point, going into the 2:20 match. They are a match ahead of us on mat 2. They had a forfeit at 170, I believe. Mercer County did.
Trying to see what the issue is over on 2. Go out of bounds here on mat number 1 with 1:15.
Gibson City leads this duel 10-8. We are now in the 195-pound weight class. Again, we're getting that situation where Duckett's really not coming off his hips. He's covering his hips pretty well. He's not working that chicken wing in. Kind of tough for the Gibson City wrestler to get up off the bottom.
Same time, as I say that, he let go, but at the same time, Gibson City was holding on to his leg.
He's got that chicken wing in now. He comes off the hips trying to work the chicken wing. Looks like he's going to turn him. Gibson City, Smith is being stubborn there.
Does a great job defending it. Taking a peek over to look at the clock now. 15 seconds.
Nope, he's going to start racking back points here.
Oh,
nice job. That's
get out of it.
He gets one escape.
No back points though.
He's now leading. Franklin is 3-1. I can imagine why his shoulders are hurt.
Oh yeah, you're cranking on that. Will be Shelbyville's choice. They're down.
We're gonna have an injury time here on mat 1 with Gibson City leading this match 3-1. End the duel 10-8. Still haven't started the match on mat 2 yet. Not quite sure what's going on down there.
I think they're having some computer issues.
Well, it makes it easier for us, Mike. We can concentrate on one mat. The two winners of these two duels will wrestle against each other in the next round. That's starting at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Duckett's going to choose down like we thought he would. He trails 2 points right now, 3-1. Gibson City leads 10-8 overall in the team score.
Duckett gets a fast escape. Got a little time to work with now. I'm going to be anxious to see how Smith responds with the shoulder problem.
Right. Actually 40 seconds into this third period. Now we get our first shot by Duckett. He's going to come around. He's going to get the 2. So he goes ahead now, 4-3.
And he's right back in on the chicken wing.
They're going to go out of bounds.
With a minute left to go on the clock. Duckett from Shelbyville now leads 4-3. See a little more sense of urgency from Smith from Gibson City here. About 50 seconds left to go in the period.
Stalling on the bottom.
And just as I say that,
yep.
Probably that's a good call. Not doing a whole lot on the bottom. Duckett's got a ball and chain in now, and Smith keeps looking up like, what the heck?
20 seconds. Smith just isn't showing a lot of urgency here.
No, he's not. He's trying to get back into that scramble he had earlier, reach back between the legs and grab a leg and pull it through, but I don't think Duckett's going to let that happen. It's like Duckett. Oh, wow. Ooh. And there's your winner, Duckett from Shelbyville, 4-3. Puts Shelbyville back on top in the dual score, 11-10. Tight match. Moving on to the 220.
Coach Carter's going to want to talk about that scramble at the end.
I don't think there's any points to be awarded there.
No.
At least from my standpoint, anyway. That's why I'm sitting here, though. I'm never wrong.
No, I'm with you. Davis
from
Gibson City.
And Andrew Mudgett from Shelbyville. Davis is a 17-10 sophomore. And Mudgett is a 21-6 senior. Little slide-by attempt there by Mudgett. I always like to watch the big guys shoot.
Yes, you don't see it much.
No, you don't. I like to watch big guys shoot.
Meanwhile, I'm at number 2. Still nothing going on. Not ready to walk my phone over there and show them how to use a stopwatch.
Scramble out of bounds here. No points yet. Little hand fighting going on. We can usually tell who's wrestling for Shelbyville. We got a big contingent behind us that are yelling the names every time.
That's helping us out.
That does help. As you know, in dual meets, they are weighing in numerous wrestlers at the same weight. So Mike and I have to kind of pull our headsets off and try to listen to who's reporting to the table, which is next to us here. We don't have set lineups here. You see a lot of coaching decisions going on during a dual meet, trying to get the best matchups. They're about to start again on mat 2. With Mercer County leading that duel 13-12 going into the 220 match. Nice duck under by Mudgett. Can he finish? No.
Go out of bounds. I think Mudgett's hurt.
And there's 2 takedown right to the back for Chase Nelson of Mercer County.
Yeah, Mudgett did something.
And there you go. Nelson of Mercer County wins by fall, extending their lead in the duel 19-12 as we go into the heavyweight match with Mercer County State Champion Quentin Ball against Herscher's Grant Miller. You know, I'm not too sure the Gibson City wrestler's not hurt either.
Yeah, you're right. He's still down on the ground.
Right. They're running the time on Shelbyville wrestler, but the Gibson City wrestlers looks like he's being tended to also. Mudgett doesn't look like he's feeling real well yet. We're going to resume wrestling now. Mudgett's ready to go. He still doesn't look like he's all that ready to go, does he, Mike?
No, I don't know what it is.
Looks like he hurt his shoulder. He's having a hard time getting that arm up, get his headgear on. His left arm looks like he's a little lame on there. Getting ready to start the heavyweight match now on mat 2. with Miller of Herscher and Ball of Mercer County.
Yeah, it is going to be his left arm. He's not doing anything with it now. He's straight to his back.
Yeah, he's hurt. And there's your fall on mat 1. Davis, Gibson City, winner by fall. They now go ahead in the duel 16-11. That's a tough loss for that young man.
Yeah.
We've got Dylan Turner for Shelbyville. And Smolik, I believe, from Gibson City. This is in the heavyweight match here on mat 1. Both mats now are on the heavyweight match. On mat 2, we've got Mercer County leading that duel 19-12, and on mat 1, we have Gibson City leading this duel 16-11.
Last weekend, state champion for Mercer County up on mat 2. No score there with a minute left to go, and as we say that, Miller off the takedown on Ball.
Miller is a 25-14 junior. There's a nice sweep single for Turner of Shelbyville. That's a nice shot.
It was.
We've got an escape by Smolik of Gibson City. Got an escape over on mat 2 from Quentin Ball. That match is a little closer now, 2-1. 2-1 on both mats. Another sweep single attempt. Snap down goal behind for Smolik. Takes the lead 3-2 here on mat 1. And there's one escape. We're all knotted up at threes here on mat 1. End of the first period on mat 2 with Miller of Herscher leading Quentin Ball 2-1. Boy, things can change quick in these heavyweight matches.
Absolutely.
There's Miller working on an escape on mat 2, and he's going to get it. Now goes ahead of Ball 3-1. It almost looks like Ball's a little flat.
It does. You know, giving up that takedown in the first, he didn't look like he defended it all that well.
You know, he's got his knee taped up pretty good. I wonder if there's an issue there. I don't recall him having that last weekend.
I don't either, and you know, I saw him Tuesday night at the sectionals, and I don't remember looking for it either, but
we've got Turner choosing down to start the second period here on mat 1, and he's going to get a reversal. Nice movement. Turner goes ahead now here on mat 1, 5-3, and we've got a minute left to go on mat 2 with Miller leading Ball 3-1. And just as we say that, Quentin Ball knots it up at threes in the second period with a takedown. Turner's got a half in, and he's going to turn it.
He's going to turn it. He's going to roll through.
And he does roll through, does Smolik, and he's got Turner on his back now.
You're going to be in trouble there. You're going to get a fall, I think.
And there it is. Your winner, Smolik. Gibson City with a fall. He wrestled so hard he broke his headgear.
Yep. I saw that.
That puts Gibson City ahead 22-11, starting the 106-pound match. Moving to the little guys. For Gibson City, we're going to have Max Harmon. For Shelbyville, we're going to have Hunter Doherty.
Hunter Doherty.
We've got a 3-3 match over on mat 2 with the heavyweights.
4-3 now in favor of Ball. He gets the escape to start the third.
This is a big turn of events here. You would have expected Mercer County to be depending on quite a few points here out of Quentin Ball in this duel. A little contrast in style here after watching the heavyweights, and now we go on to the 106-pounders. A little bit more foot motion, a little bit more hand fighting.
Four to 3 still over on mat number 2 in favor of Quentin Ball.
Harmon, a 16-16 sophomore, and Doherty, a 19-21 freshman from Shelbyville. The matchups on mat 2 and the lightweights are, in my opinion, are going to determine that duel. There's going to be a chess game going on there between who reports first. They're going to want the better matchups. You know, you've got Stern, Engel, and Rink and Rink for
Mercer.
For Herscher, yeah.
For Herscher,
it's going to be a chess game because we know what Stern and Engel bring. They're both tough kids. And there's a no, not yet. No takedown yet. Doherty doing a good job of fighting off the. There's a takedown for Quentin Ball. Now goes ahead 6-3 with about 10 ticks on the clock. I would consider this a win for Herscher here.
I would agree. Not giving up a fall yet.
Right, not giving up a fall. Hanging in there tough. That's a pretty good match for that young man.
Yeah, Quentin's hurt. He's limping hard on that leg.
Mercer County goes ahead in that duel 22-12 after the heavyweight match. Now starting off the 6-pounders. We'll have Vince Rink of Herscher against Trey Blazer of Mercer County. Blazer's a 28-19 junior, and Vince Rink is a 29-13 freshman. These are going to be important matches for both teams here. We've got a 2-0 lead on mat 1 for Harmon of Gibson City.
He's going to give him the optional escape, so it's going to be
3-0.
3-0 now.
I believe that Vince Rink was a qualifier at 106 this year downstate.
Stalling against Doherty.
Rink in on the legs. He's got one leg hooked, trying to secure his 2. There it is, there's your 2, and he's still got the leg split and let him go. So Rink leads that match 2-0 on mat 2.
4-0 in favor of Harmon here for Gibson City. It was a stalling call that gave him a point.
Doherty's locking out here. He's just got that ear-to-ear tie. He's got the forearm in there tight, not letting him move too much. Right. He's really not pressing the action here. You see that Harmon's trying to attack. He's just being blocked out. So the stalling calls are probably really good. They're good calls. Over on mat 2, what you would ask Blazer to do is try to keep this match close for Aledo, Mercer County. Rink's pretty tough character. Working chicken wings right now on mat 2.
Oh.
Must have got that hand pulled up on his back a little bit. Harmon leading 4-0 here on mat 1, with Gibson City leading the duel 22-11.
Still not a lot of offense from Doherty here.
Got a front headlock in, but he's awful deep on that. He's got the arm hooked instead of having his hand on the chin.
There's a lot of bounce. 27 seconds left to go in the second period. It's still 4-0 in favor of Harmon.
You've got Rink leading on mat 2, 2-0 after the first period. Nice shot. 2 points for Harmon, now leading 6-0 on mat 1 in the second period. Injury time on mat 2. A little high there.
He's going to have to put a leg in, and he does that.
He's still awfully high on his back. Doherty needs to get his hips up here. He could probably come right out the back door here. You know, start head hunting. And there's the end of the period with Harmon leading 6-0, and Doherty chooses neutral. Harmon, another tall 6-pounder. Another stalling call on Harmon, and check that, Doherty, and another point for Harmon. He's up now 7-0. Boy, you don't want to give up that major here.
Not in this situation.
And there's 2 points for Doherty. You've got Rink in on a single leg now on mat 2.
Going to cut him. So it's now 8-2. They're going to go out of bounds.
Rink leading now on mat 2, 4-0 over Blazer of Mercer County.
He stopped the action over on mat number 2. Not sure why. Mercer County coach is taking the referees over to the table.
And another 2 for Doherty on mat 1. Now trailing 8-4 to Harmon. You know, Doherty was successful cutting him and taking him down here. That might be the way they want to go. Got about a minute left to go in this match. And they're going to release him. Better get some urgency here. Now you've got about 35 seconds left to go. Blazer gets an escape down on mat 2, trailing Rink now 4-1 in the second period. Looks like Doherty is backing off and stalling, and that's going to be the end of the match, with Harmon winning 9-4, extending Gibson City's lead in the duel 25-11. Up on now on mat 1, looks like we're going to have blank of Gibson City against Sturrett of Shelbyville at 113. End of the second period now on mat 2 with Vince Rink leading.
They're going to forfeit
4-3. Okay, forfeit here. Gibson City's forfeiting at 113, with Sturrett taking that forfeit, tightening the duel up to 25-17. See if we can catch the, it looks like they're going to bump here, Mike, bump everybody, fill that 132-pound gap. trying to catch who's wrestling here now at 120 for Gibson City. We have blank for Gibson City now, wrestling at 120. Against, I would probably guess here, he's going to receive a forfeit here. Nobody at 120 for Shelbyville.
Okay.
We move on to 126. We're going to have Derek Austin from Shelbyville against...
Ask him.
He's got a little more on his mind than that. Horsch. Jacob Horsch from Gibson City. It's Horsch against Austin. Got a tight one down on mat 2 with Rink holding on to a 4-3 lead right now for Hirscher.
Be stalling against him though. 40 seconds left to go.
Austin's going out quick here on mat 1's got a front headlock in. Now got his arm a little deep. And Horsch works in on a shot. And they roll out of bounds. You might see another call down here on
I'm
mat
thinking
2.
you're going to.
Although, you know, what's he to do? He's got 2 legs and he's grinding him pretty hard. I don't know what they would call stalling for, but you might see another call down there.
Mercer County sidelines wants that call. I don't think they're going to get it. Not enough time. Whoa.
Nah, he's going to stave that off. Your winner is going to be Vince Rink of Hirscher, tightening that duel up to 22-15. On their back here, Austin turns over Horsch from Gibson City in the first period. Nice cradle. That's a fall. Derek Austin, winner by fall at 126 for Shelbyville. That's going to tighten the duel up.
31-23 now.
Yes. Next up on mat 2 at 113, we're going to have Drake Stern against Anthony Rink of Hirscher. Both these fellows were state qualifiers this year. Who do we have here? We've got Clayton Peterson from Shelbyville against Gage Adams of Gibson City. Gibson City right now is bumping
everybody up.
I think they've got to fill a hole at 32 here, so they're bumping all their weights up. This is the 32. This is the hole they have. This is where they're bumping to.
31-23 is your dual score right now on mat number 1 in favor of Gibson City. Mat number 2, it's a little bit closer, 22-15 in favor of Mercer County.
Clayton Peterson is a 31-14 freshman from Shelbyville. And Gage Adams,
25-18.
Senior.
Yep.
A freshman against a senior here. And you've got Rink with a takedown on mat 2 to take the lead 2-0 over Drake Stern of Mercer County.
We're going to have some blood time out, it looks like, over on 2.
I got to tell you, Clayton Peterson's an impressive looking freshman. Well put together.
31 wins. Yeah, actually, he is built pretty well.
Got our...
Yeah, track's up and running now.
Good. Sure saves us trying to find out who's wrestling.
Yep.
Anthony Rink and Drake Stern were both state qualifiers this year. As a matter of fact, I think Rink might be a place winner. I'm not entirely sure. We got no score here on mat 1 with about 30 ticks on the clock. wondered how you knew this record so quick. We've got a 2-0 lead with 45 seconds left on mat 2 for Anthony Rink of Herscher. Got no score after 1 on mat 1 between Gage Adams and Clayton Peterson of Shelbyville.
It's going to be Gibson City's choice. They're going to choose down.
Stalemate over on mat 2. 3-point near fall though for Anthony Rink. Now leading that match 5-0. Herscher's trying to they're clawing their way back into that duel down there. There's an escape for Stern, and Rink in again on a low single. And looks like he's trying to come out the back, and they're going to call a stalemate, or the end of the period, with Anthony Rink leading on mat 2 5-1. And they're going to defer the call, and it's Rink's going to choose down.
Yeah, going through Shelbyville, they've only got 1 loss this year. That was Delina.
I saw that.
30-39. That was probably at the New Year's
St. Thomas More
tournament.
Got no score yet on mat 1. We got there's your escape for Gage Adams now, leading 1-0 in on a shot, and you're going to get no points. No points. Snap down, go behind for Peterson, but going off the mat. Got Stern now on top, riding Rink, but Rink leading 5-1 in the second period on mat 2. Not a lot of motion going on here on mat 1 between Peterson and Adams.
Run out of bounds here with 26 seconds in the second period.
With a minute left to go in the second period, we still have Anthony Rink leading from Herscher 5-1 over Drake Stern of Mercer County. Running out of time here for Peterson on mat 1. We've got about 5 seconds left to go. He's in on a single. Doesn't look like he's going to score here. Rink gets an escape, and he's in on a single. Looks like he's going to score. Switches off to a double, and there it is. He's going to go ahead now, 8-1 on mat 2 with about 30 seconds left to go in the period, with Peterson choosing down on mat 1 for Shelbyville.
Tries to tuck roll through. Adams stays right with him. Now up to his feet.
There's your escape.
Let him go. So all tied up at 1.
I would be encouraging Rink here to really go for that major, being down 22-15 in the duel. You may want to just let him go here, and let's get back to our feet so we can start running up our score to try to get that major. Peterson in on his shot. Not really setting that up, Mike. He's just kind of diving in on the legs, not really clearing anything out to run it for his runway there, but seems to be doing it timely off the edge of the mat here. Got a minute left to go here on mat 1. Got a stalling call on Stern down on mat 2. There's your escape. Score now is 8-2. Rink gets takedown, secure the major, which is what I would assume Herscher's looking for right now. Peterson's pressuring the issue here. I haven't seen a stalling call on mat 1 yet.
There has been.
Has it?
Yeah. Against Gibson City. And the last time they went out of bounds, the Gibson City coaches were telling them, you've been warned, so you got to get going here.
Okay. I must have missed it as I was watching mat 2. You got Rink leading 8-2 on mat 2 over Stern. In on a low single again. He's hit that about 4 times, I think. Not scored yet. There's a stalling call and a point for Peterson of Shelbyville, but Adams has got him in trouble here. Peterson rights the ship. He's winning 2-1 now with about 15 seconds. There's your 3. He now goes ahead 4-1 with 5 seconds left to go. That's going to tighten this duel up to 31-26 down here on mat 1 with Gibson City leading this duel. Fans behind us are getting loud, Mike.
Shelbyville, they brought a lot of people.
They did. The whole town, it looks like.
And you know who's going to be sitting behind us next round?
Oh, yeah. If we're lucky, they'll be on mat 2.
Yep. They're right here.
And Rink does indeed lock up the major for Herscher. 10-2. They're trailing in the duel now. Or does that tie the duel up?
That might tie it.
Now up, we've got Isaac Horsch of Gibson City and Garrett Brockbill of Shelbyville. Garrett Brockbill is a state qualifier. I believe he was a place winner a year ago, and this year he was a qualifier. Horsch is a 25-18 senior, and Brockbill is a 41-4 junior, and he secures a takedown to start off the first period. And
he's got the wing in.
He's tough.
He is. Hasn't updated yet here.
We've got Stone Ingle from, I believe, from Mercer County against Ken Demara of Herscher. Stone Ingle's a freshman. He placed in state this year, I believe.
Breakbill with another takedown. 4-1 now. Minute left to go in the first period. We're at 138 pounds. It's quarterfinal match.
In on a low single now is Ingle. And he's going to secure the takedown. The dual meet now is on mat 2 is Mercer County leading 22-19. And on mat 1, we've got Gibson City leading this duel 31-26 with Brockbill leading the match in the first period 4-1. And he's going to release him. And Engel securing back points now down there on mat 2.
Breakbill.
He's going to get greedy.
Oh.
Nice, got a 2 for takedown. I like to see that. He goes right to the back.
Right to the half, yep.
I always tell the boys, get greedy. If it's there, take it. Don't be satisfied with just a takedown when you can get the back points along with it. Engel has a cradle locked up on mat 2 now. Breakbill chooses down for Shelbyville, leading in the match 6-2. Mara is in survival mode, it looks like on mat 2, and he gets off his back. Nice job. Engel leading that match 8-0.
Out of bounds over on mat 2. 4 seconds left to go in the first period. It's 8-0 in favor of Engel.
Breakbill gets an escape now, leading this match 7-2 in the second period. Start of the second period now on mat 2 with Engel leading comfortably 8-0 right now. And we're with a minute left to go in the second period on mat 1 with Breakville leading 7-2.
It is 19-22 in favor of Mercer County. That is not Engel over there. Now that my track wrestling is finally updated. Caden Harmon, 5-3 freshman.
Engel must be bumping up to wrestle at 26 then. Sure, a lot nicer when this is working. Track wrestling. It's tough. Logistically, Mike and I are sitting on the very end of mat 1, and we're looking through mat 1 to mat 2, so we're not privy to what's going on at the head table on mat 2, so it's difficult for us to figure out who's wrestling at some points down there.
Be nice if they could figure out the like they did for state past couple of years, having the bouts up on the Jumbotron.
And we've got a 7-2 match here starting the third period on mat 1. Horsch kind of slowed the match down here in the second period, and Breakville didn't score in the second period. They spent the whole time, other than the escape, they spent the whole time on their feet, which I got to think is kind of a win for Gibson City here. You know, you want to keep this close. You don't want to give up a major. You don't want to give up anything, and maybe chip away at that 7-2 lead a little bit. I don't believe Horsch has been called for stalling yet. We'll slide by Breakville. Recovered well by Horsch.
Little push. Thought he was going to call that.
The coach of Shelbyville is telling him, use your head, don't get crazy. You can tell that Breakville's a little frustrated right now, and Horsch doing a good job.
Two back points over on mat number 2, 12-0 now.
For the freshman, Caden Harmon of Mercer County against Jacob Painter of Herscher.
Harmon in and out with a double, takes him to his back.
This is going to be the end of that match one way or another. Either tech fall or fall, one or the other. Going to be tech fall.
Be able to hold him, so tech fall there. Extends
Mercer County's lead 27-19 in the duel now. You know, Horsch is pressing the action here. He's really doing a pretty good job. Breakville slowed down quite a bit since the first period. Now in on his shot. Fought off again real well by Horsch. Got about 15 seconds left to go here in the third period. I'm assuming this is Engel now on mat 2 for Mercer County, and probably Demara for Herscher. And there's your final 7-2 winner, Breakville of Shelbyville winner. That tightens the matchup here, Mike. 31-29 with Gibson City leading. Going into the 45 match, we've got Jared Finley of Shelbyville against Keyshawn Gherkin of Gibson City. Gherkin, a 23-10 junior from Gibson City, and Finley, a 41-8 senior from Shelbyville. Looks like we're getting into Shelbyville's horses now.
Listen, Finley's a well-known name for Shelbyville.
There's a takedown over on mat 2 for Demara. I believe Demara from Herscher. and kind of pulled Finley right into the single leg there. The snap down was nice, but he didn't move his leg.
Didn't move right.
It's a 2-0 lead right now on mat 2 in the first period for Jamara Persher.
.15 seconds left to go in the first period over on mat number 2. Engel trying to come around and get a reversal. He's going to get the reversal and the buzzer.
That tightens that matchup 2-all, Mike, after 1. No score here on mat 1 between Finley and Gherkin. Gherkin the junior, Finley the senior from Shelbyville. Nice ankle pick by Gherkin. Can he secure the takedown?
I give him 2.
Nope.
That's why I'm here.
I would have gave him 2 too.
Yeah, I mean, he was around.
That was a nice ankle pick. And Gibson City wants to come over and get a clarification on that, as I would if I was coach.
I would too.
He had both his feet secured going off the mat. He had his feet in bounds. Well, now we've got our explanation, and we're back to work. This gets potentially dangerous on mat 2. Still knotted up at 2s down on mat 2. No score yet on mat 1.
From where we were, I mean, it looked like he was left arm around the waist, right arm was around the upper thigh.
All you got to do is secure the ankle.
Right.
He secures the ankles going out. That's 2. According to the official, he didn't have control. Now you've got Engel working on double chicken wing down on mat 1. There's 2 for Gherkin.
Runs out of time. It's going to be Gibson City's choice. They're going to defer. Finley is going to go down.
There's an escape for Finley. Got a warning stalling on Demara on mat 2 in the second period. About 30 seconds left to go in that period. Still knotted at 2s. Well, there's 1 point for Engel on mat 2 for stalling.
He's got that arm still, but he's going to run out of time. Not going to be able to do anything with it.
Engel leads that match at the end of 2, 3-2 on mat 2.
Engel's going to choose down to start the third.
You know, not a lot of urgency out of Finley here.
I noticed that. He doesn't, not wrestling like him normal self here.
Gherkin's taking the match to him, but he's kind of, looks like he's kind of okay with being pummeled here. You got to hand it to the junior from Gibson City. He's really coming out and going after it.
You know, we saw Finley step out on the mat, kind of thinking this match would be the other way right now, but give it up to Gherkin for proving us wrong. Finley grabs the leg, see if he can do anything with it.
He's going to bring him back on. Take him all the way to the middle now. There's 2. Finley goes ahead now, 3-2, with 18 seconds left to go in the second period. Now, I heard Shelbyville's coach saying, hey, you got 18 seconds left. Let's not let him go.
Right, because it will be Gibson City's choice.
It is Gibson City's choice in the third. Finley doing a real good job here trying to control this. He's going to get a call for stalling, though. You may get a call for stalling here. Not trying to return. There's your stalling call. Not trying to return to the mat real urgently there. Although he takes the lead 3-2 going into the third period, and it is Gibson City's choice. And here comes the Gibson City coach again for some clarification on something. I don't know what he needs clarification on.
I don't know.
He got the stalling call. And here we go. No. It's Gibson City's choice. And he's going to select down. On mat 2, we've got Engel now opened up a 7-2 lead over Damara of Herscher. That duel, Mercer County leads that duel 27-19. Little bigger spread than we have down here on this duel.
I think that's how probably the rest of that duel may end up.
And there's the end of the match with Engel winning 7-2. We got to knot it up 3-3 here on mat 1.
Finley has been warned for stalling. Keep that in mind.
I'm impressed with Gherkin here. He's really gone out here and got after it. I think he got a raw deal on the ankle pick he had here.
Over here,
takedown.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
But he hasn't allowed that to waver his wrestling at all. Mercer County takes a 30-9 lead in the duel on mat 2. .45 seconds left to go here on mat 1, and we're all tied at 3s. Nice takedown by, that was a nice knee block by Gherkin right to his back. He's racking up back points. Nice takedown. Gherkin goes ahead 8-3 on mat 1. Going to secure the victory, it looks like, so far for Gibson City. Our wrestlers on mat 2 are Trenton Murphy of Mercer County, a 23-12 junior, against Drew Mook, a 24-6 senior, who was a state qualifier this year. Nice takedown by Gherkin.
Going to give him the optional escape here. He already called for it. No. Okay, that's fine. Optional start, gives him the escape, 8-4. He's going to need a big throw here. 7 seconds left to go.
If you're Gherkin, you shoot in on a leg and hang on.
Yeah.
Got 3 seconds left to go here. He hasn't been warned for stalling. You got 3 seconds. Just do the back pedal.
Yep.
And that's the way this is going to end. Gherkin winning 8-4, extending Gibson City's lead 34-29. Good match by that young man.
Gibson City's going to bring home a trophy. They will advance and take on the winner. Of the Mercer County Herscher duel, which is still going on right now on mat 2. They're at 132 pounds. We're going to be blinded here for a second or two.
You have Mook leading that match 2-0 right now in the first. That was an impressive match by that.
It was.
Man.